Alright, what's good? Today we're back into a new video. Today I will be showing you how I prepare for the New York Open, which means marking out session highs and all of that, fair value gaps. Alright, so before we start the video, please like, subscribe, and join my Discord server right below. You can also follow my Instagram. It will be very much appreciated. Alright, so before I even think about taking a trade during the next session, I go through the exact same preparation process every single day. The goal isn't to predict where price is going, the goal is to identify the important levels and liquidity that price could interact with. Alright, so number one, we got Asia highs and lows. I got this indicator here, which helps me identify these key levels. It's this high and this low, this high and this low right there. So I just mark out here, Asia low, and this is Asia high. Next up, we got London high, London low, right? So London high and London low. These are especially important going to New York because New York can often sweep one of these levels before making the actual move. Like we could be, for example, going down to London lows and then we go just up. Yeah. Again, I'm not predicting anything, I'm just building my liquidity map. Alright, number 3 is marking previous daily high and low. For this, you can head to the daily time frame and just mark out the high and the low. Here we got daily high, previous day high, and there we got previous day low. Alright, so number 4, we got mark obvious highs and lows. After that, I look at the other relevant session levels. I'm basically asking myself, where are the obvious highs and lows? For this, for example, we can head to the 15-minute. Obvious highs and lows. We got this low, which is pretty obvious. We have, what highs do we have? We have these two highs. These two highs can be pretty important. But yeah, all these highs, they are pretty important. We can also have equal highs, equal lows. This can be on any time frame, but the higher time frame, the better it is. Right now I don't have any equal highs. We could have these relative equal highs right there. This could be relative equal highs. And yeah, previous highs, previous lows, session highs and session lows, which will be put. And yeah, these are the areas where I expect liquidity to potentially be resting. If we sweep equal highs, we might go up again. Alright, so number 5, we got mark high time frame IFVGs. So we're going to be marking out all this high time frame. I will be starting in the weekly. Do we have anything on the weekly? Yes, we do. We are right now resting in a weekly time frame, but the very important thing is I don't want my chart covered in hundreds of fair value gaps. I'm only interested in the ones that are actually relevant to the current price. For example, if price is trading below, I don't know, a 4-hour fair value gap, that's much more potent than I don't know. We have this 4-hour. Well, for example, if price is trading directly below a 4-hour fair value gap, it's much more important to me than a fair value gap that's far away from current market. Like, we're not gonna give a fuck about this fair value gap here, even though we tapped it, or this fair value gap. Do not care about it, alright? Yeah, so I'm gonna be marking out every single fair value gap I see. We have this weekly time, this weekly, this 4-hour above. Let's set that down to 2-hour, all these 2-hour. The thing is, if you see a 30-minute in 4-hour, don't really mark it out. But yeah, just go from the daily to the 15-minute. This is pretty much the only higher time frames I use to mark out fair value gaps. And yeah, alright, so number 6 is identifying the current market location. No, I step back and look everything together, just like that. I ask myself, where is price right now? Are we sitting near major high? We have this major high. Are we sitting near major low? We are not. Are we pushing Asia high or low? We are not. Did London already take liquidity? We did, except London low. This could be a great target. Are we approaching a higher time frame fair value gap? We are. It's 4-hour gap. Alright, so that gives me the context for New York. That's really very simple. Alright, so number 8, which is probably one of the most important part, is waiting for New York. Once everything is marked out, I don't immediately enter trade when New York open, which is pretty logical. You're going to be waiting for any DOL that gets taken. We could be tapping into this 4-hour to look for short. We could be sweeping a London lows to look for longs. anything like that, a gap, anything, really anything. We also have this 50-minute, of course, here. Then what I want to see is, does price reject the level? Does it create any setups? Do I get the confirmation I need, like an IFVG? Or does price simply just continue through the level? I'm not forcing anything, I'm just waiting. I don't want to predict what the market is going to do. I want to react from what the market is doing. Alright, so drop down to my execution time frame. I'm going to be using the 1 minute here because I don't have premium. Alright, so number 9, we got dropped down to my execution time frame. Once price reaches an area I'm interested in, I go down to my execution time frame. This is where I start looking for my actual setup. I'm looking for a confirmation like an IFVG or Cisd, and not just entering because price touch level. The high time frame gives me the location. The liquidity gives me a reason to pay attention, and my low time frame setup gives me the entry. Alright, so I'm actually going to be playing out this market open. We're going to be skipping it a bit till 9:30, and I'm going to be showing you what we can maybe get a setup from it. Alright, so you got market open right here. What do? We pump, we dump, create a nice, don't get an inverse fair value gap. We're gonna keep going. Alright, we dump down. Alright, so right now we are not doing anything. We might target Asia lows. So, or London lows. I'm gonna be marking out this 500 gap. This 15-minute, we're probably gonna break the gap. So we're gonna see when we close the 5-minute. I want the 5-minute to close. We did close this 5-minute. Oh, and here we mitigate again this gap. So I might look for continuation here. We're gonna look if we inverse this 1-minute fair value gap. Right, we do inverse the 1-minute fair value gap. I will be now taking a short from here, stop loss at this high, and we're gonna be targeting. What are we gonna be targeting? We could be targeting all this LRL right there. This is also something you can mark out. So I'm gonna be marking out, I don't know, this low right here, because we have all these relative equal highs, and we're going to be trade, limit, sell, stop loss at the high here, and we're going to be targeting this low. Alright, so what happens now? Alright, wait, stop loss right there, take profit right there, and could be going break even at this low. If you close below, I will be going break even. And damn, this is perfect setup, perfect TP with this 5-minute, which we retrace into, we inverse the 1-minute gap, and we target the low resistance liquidity. Are we gonna sweep London lows now? Yes, we do sweep London lows. And what do we do after London lows? React from it a bit. This doesn't mean this is going to be going up. Right now we're probably just ranging, but I do believe eventually we're going to be going to target now. What do we have with New York highs here? This is now New York high, and do we target it? Oh, I don't know, but this is also a great target. But yeah, this is perfect short, perfect setup. And yeah, I'm just going to be putting a checklist right now on the screen of what you should be marking out. And hopefully this video helped you. I mean, I always do this every single day. So yeah, also trade every single New York AM session live in my Discord server, everything for free. So you want to join, feel free to click the link down below. And yeah, I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Peace out.